So you imagine that if God will come, he wouldn't choose a carpenter. So as Isaiah is saying that the sign that will show you who this person is. Don't look at where he is coming from. Don't look at where he's born. Here is the sign. The virgin will conceive a child. That is the sign. A woman that nobody has ever touched, that has not known a man, shall bring forth that child. That's where. Let me preach a little bit. You see, it doesn't matter where you give birth to your dream. What matters is where you conceived it. Where you give birth to that destiny does not matter. It's where you took it. Who is the father of that dream? Give birth to it in a manger. As long as it's coming from heaven, it will rise from the manger. As long as it is coming from above, wherever it is born, it doesn't matter. That's why your greatest desire should be that you have a fellowship with God that can impregnate you with things. It will not matter where you give birth to. You see, many of you are running abroad because you have not yet conceived from the Holy Ghost. When you conceive a thing from the Holy Ghost, give birth to it in Kwakwa, it will rise from Kwakwa to touch the rest of the world. I might tell you, that's the problem. What we are looking for are things that are making wave. We are looking for the best places in life. Like I ask you, where will you want to be born? Bobia, Dangute, this place. But that's not it. This. Where did you get that pregnancy from? That's where it comes from. Take that thing you call idea. Sit with it with the Holy Ghost. Let the Holy Ghost hover over it and adopt it as his child. When you give birth to it, whether in a small caraboat. Let me close. The way some of you are looking at me, it's like I'm dreaming. You know where this church started? It was conceived by the Holy Ghost. It started in a room. Where you started does not matter. It's where it is coming from. So what you must pay attention to is where the dream is coming from. Ensure, don't lie that God told you. Don't lie, because it will show in time if it was a lie. But if this child is from God, question that we may all want to ask this great God: why would you want to come to earth and choose to be born by a virgin in a manger? Why? God with us is calling for a deep reflection. Let me come down on earth and show you people how to be man. Let me come and show you. Can I tell you why he allowed himself to be born? Can I tell you? Many of you are not willing. Somebody holler, process. Shout it loud. Shout it until you hear it well. That's what men don't like. Process. Process is the first lesson we learn from Emmanuel. That God came here and did not hurry to grow. He that has the power to grow things in 1 minute. You came. You did not fast forward your growing process in the womb of Mary till 9 months. I'm talking about the God that created man in 1 day and breath, and man became an adult. The same day. Then when he came, he started as a child. Process. We hate process. That is what many Christians don't like. Process. Came 9 months. Let me tell you people something, and never forget in your life. Things do not grow in the light. They grow in the dark. They grow in the hiding. Nothing grows in the day. Listen, when you go to plant air, can I tell you what you don't know? The plants grow in the night. When that sun has heated it, and then you go that night, in the night. But have you ever come back in the morning and you saw the head of your... Many of you are trying to grow in the public. It's deep. Yes. You know, it's like you think I'm wasting my time, but I know there is somebody I'm talking to. You are trying to grow in the public. You want to grow on the stage. You want to grow on the stage. A child grows in the womb. And that is the time where you are alive, but nobody knows your face. Nobody knows your name. You're kicking in your mother's stomach. Dreams, you are kicking. I want to come out. Even the mother is saying that you are not coming out. Process. Do you know why many of us don't know who we are? Because we skip process. Part of the discovery of yourself and your purpose is in the process. You see, many of you think you know you. You don't know yourself. If they ask you who you were at 12 years, who are you? What you will say and what you say now are not the same. Yeah? Oh dear God. These people are not understanding what I'm teaching. I will leave it. Okay. Let me use a potter. You know a potter that makes clay. We are like clay and it's the potter, right? You know, to form a clay, there is a process. When you come to the potter's house, at the beginning of the journey, when the process is going on, if you look at what the potter is making and you call it maybe, I wish I had a picture to be showing you things. Say he has a lump on his hands, right? He has mixed it and is rubbing it. When you see it at that moment, what will you call it? You say it's making a ball. So you define it. And if that thing escapes the process, it remains a ball. But the intention of the potter was not to make a ball. He was rounding that thing, probably to now open it and create a jar. But because you are in a haste to show up. You leave the potter's house, come out from his hands, and you want to showcase. And everybody has defined you a ball. But something inside of you is telling you, I am more than this. But yet your form cannot permit you become that thing you desire. Why? Because you escape the process of your making. A lot of you may never be able to fulfill destiny because you have walked out of the process. God brought you within the system where you are going to be formed and shaped, but because you have a mentality of who you used to be, who men say you were, you have rejected the process now. I knew who I was before I came. You don't know yourself. I wish I can talk to you. That's why you must exercise patience. When God brings you to a process, don't skip it. Jesus tried to skip it at age 12. If they did not go take him back and brought him back home, he would have ended as a teacher of the law. Because at age 12, he was already associating with the teachers of the law, thinking that was who he was, discussing the law with them. He would have missed out on destiny because the teachers of the law would have trained him in the ways of the law. Emmanuel, God with us, come home and sit down. For 18 years, he did not appear in the public. 18 years. How long have you sat? That's why you may never know you. You keep changing who you are. You see, this is a Purpose and Destiny Church. I can assure you that many of you, the challenge of discovering your purpose is because you have not allowed yourself to go through the process. When you go through the process and you are formed, when you are being formed, when your formation is over, you will know. Meanwhile, keep cutting planks. Keep using this. Nobody is against your destiny, Jesus. But process. How many of you, when you were growing up, they asked you who you were, you said something else? And now, when they ask you now, and can I tell you, 5 years from now, when they ask you, it will change. And you may think you are confused. People may think you are confused. You know why? Because you are doing a haste to declare that you are a finished product. You are not the potter. You are the clay. Don't declare who you are yet. When I learned this, it is why I never took upon myself any title. Because I am discovering myself. That you prophesy does not mean you are a prophet. You don't know yourself. That you do it doesn't mean that you don't know you. Wait until the potter is finished. And can I tell you something? The process is more important than the product. That's what many of you don't know. I must deliver my destiny. I must fulfill my purpose. I must fulfill my purpose. Look at you. Okay. Give me a glass. This is a glass, Abi. The purpose of it is to carry water. All right? To give to people to drink. Now let's assume that it was still in the process, in the manufacturing company, and they are not yet created the whole year, but it has come out like this and it's glittering, and the glass says, I must fulfill my destiny. I must go forth and fulfill my destiny. I must go and fulfill. They are keeping me down. They are trying to hold me bound. Sir, you look like a glass, but you are not a glass. Don't get confused. Because if I send you out like this, nobody will buy you. They will use it for decoration. You'll be a standing glass. And if anybody attempts to create a hole for you, that is not the manufacturer, they will break you. So they will destroy. So stay in the hands of the manufacturer. When he is done, it will be clear. They may take long to make a product and very short time to use it. What you people don't know is that, can I tell you something? You may end up fulfilling your purpose when you are 50, 60, or 70. Because that's when you would have been made. Moses, he had a destiny. But the person he was could not handle it. So God took him back. At 80, he came to fulfill it. Stop all these things. I have a dream. I have a purpose. I have a this. I must do it. I must do it. That's why many of you start things and tomorrow you realize, I don't have passion again for it. No, it's not like you don't have passion again. It's that gradually you are discovering you. And you does not look like this. But you were in a haste. That's why God brings you under mentors to form you.